Turned out quite nice today actually. I was expecting it to be raining, and like I mentioned in my last video, cameras and rain do not mix well. And I wasn't expecting I'd be able to get this camera out today, so yeah, turned out nice. Anyway, welcome back. Today we're doing another walk, but today's walk is we're walking one of my most favourite running routes. Jeez, that was a bit of a mouthful. Yeah, we're going up Fairfield, which is just up there. It's clagged in a bit, but I'm kind of hoping by the time we get up there the clag would have cleared. Usually when you hear people refer to the Fairfield horseshoe, they're talking about the routes that you take on the other side of Fairfield, starting in Ambleside, Rydal Hall, Nab Scar, Fairfield, Dove Crag, and then back down to Low Sweden Bridge. However, the route that we're doing today is on the other side, starting on the Patterdale side. Not quite in Patterdale. I've parked up just by the red phone box, which is a small lay-by on the way into Patterdale. I'll show you there on the map. And the route that we're taking today is we're just heading up now to Lord's Seat, and then from there we're heading up to St Sunday Crag, and then from St Sunday Crag we're taking the I forget the name of that little ridge. Yeah, anyway, we're taking the little ridge up to Fairfield, and then from Fairfield we're hopping on over to Hart Crag, and then from Hart Crag down Hartsop above How, and then back down that way, which is, you can see the ridge line of Hartsop above How. Now this route is I think it's around about 8 to 9 miles. It's one of my favourite routes, mainly because it's so varied, you know. If you do the horseshoe from the other side, it's just straight up. It is, you know, it's awesome. I'm not denying that, but there's a little bit more going on this side, taking this route that we're going to do today. So yeah, it's one of my favourite routes. It's also a great walking route, which is obviously what I'm doing today. St Sunday Crag is awesome. Yeah, we were looking at it at my not the last video, but the one before that. We were looking at St Sunday Crag from across the other side of the valley. So yeah, that's what the plan is for today. A horseshoe of the Fairfield. A horseshoe of the Fairfield. Yes. Yeah. Fairfield horseshoe, but on the inverse, if that makes sense, or the flip side of it, basically. So yeah, we'll get up Lord's Seat, and I'll speak to you when we get up there. That was a little cheekier than I was expecting. Normally I bring up a jet boil and make fresh coffees when I'm up in the hills like today, but today I just fancied using a thermos. Yeah, so that was a little cheekier than I was expecting, if I'm totally honest. Last time I was up here, probably about a couple of weeks back now, came up St Sunday here. I actually came up on the left hand side of the beck that's down there, got caught up in all the bracken, and it just turned into an emotional ascent of St Sunday. But this time, because when I was coming up last time, I was like, right, Lord's Seat, I'm going to go up that way next time, because I can see there's a line up through the bracken. It's a bit of a path. However, we just missed out Lord's Seat and we came straight up here, which is Gavel Pike. So we're on Gavel Pike now. We're going to head up to St Sunday Crag, which is just up there. That's right. That's what I was trying to remember earlier. So from St Sunday, we're heading up onto Fairfield via Cofa Pike. I don't know, there's something about that line coming off St Sunday up onto Fairfield using Cofa. I just love it. It's great. I love that whole side of St Sunday as well. You can just drop off down into Grisdale Tarn, and then obviously you can hop up Dollywagon Pike towards Helvellyn and that sort of thing. But I don't know about you, but any of you that have hiked Fairfield, there's something about Fairfield. There's just so much going on with that fell. You can take all sorts of lines coming off it, and there's 101 different ways of ascending it, of course. Like today, for instance, we're using St Sunday, but coming up here, I've never come up via Lord's Seat before. Yeah, it's a cheeky ascent, if I'm totally honest. Yeah, anyway, some of you might be interested. I was thinking on the way up here, what Wainwrights are we doing today? So let's just have a quick look, because I've got the app on my phone. Many of you probably have on your own phones too. What's around us? Obviously St Sunday's a Wainwright, Fairfield's a Wainwright, Hart Crag is also, Hartsop above How. Oh, I didn't know that was actually a Wainwright, so yeah. St Sunday, Fairfield, Hart Crag, Dove Crag. Well, we'll be missing out Dove Crag, so we're only doing St Sunday, Fairfield and Hart Crag and Hartsop above How today. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so those are the Wainwrights we're doing today. Like I was saying before, I love this side of Fairfield, the Patterdale Valley. You've got Place Fell over there. You've got Angletarn Crags over there behind me. Hartsop Dodd. As you can see behind me, it's awesome. And being Kendal based, it's just a hop over the Kirkstone Pass. 20-30 minutes, and yeah, so that's why I do quite a lot of running up here. You may notice, some of you that follow me on Strava, a lot of my runs are in this sort of area. There we go. Oh. Yeah, some of you may have noticed I'm not actually carrying my poles with me today. I'm trying to stay away from actually using them because I've got a fell race coming up here in the second week of October, and I'm hoping to be fit enough for that. And I'm feeling pretty strong, but I don't want to get into the habit of using poles. I just want to build up the strength in my legs, make sure I'm maintaining leg strength. I found coming up there a little bit cheeky, if I'm totally honest. Started to feel it in my glutes. It was quite starting to burn. I felt the burn coming up there, that's for sure. The test for today, of course, will be going downhill for my knee. Now, this is the only time I'm going to mention my knee. I'm starting to bore myself, if I'm totally honest, Yuri. So, yeah, if I mention it again, feel free to give me a virtual slap in the comments section. Yeah. Yeah, not mentioning it again. But point being, I didn't bring my poles today because I want to stay away from kind of mollycoddling my knee, so to speak. I'm trying to work it, give it a good workout and get it strengthened up. So yeah, and it's all working out. So that's it. Final mention of my knee, not mentioning it again. All right, I'm going to finish this and we're going to crack on. So St Sunday Crag summit should just be up here somewhere, be far. I'll point out Cofa Pike to you when we get up there. Actually, I'll point out the whole route because you can see it in all its glory. Here we go. That's it there. That's the summit cairn. Oh, St Sunday Crag. The Pinnacle Ridge is a popular scramble to get up here. However, I never managed to actually find it. A couple of times I've tried to find it and ended up having a rather adventurous scramble up the side of St Sunday Crag. But the actual Pinnacle Ridge line I've never really found, so yeah, I think I might save that until next year, next summer. But let me show you this. So over there you can see Helvellyn, Striding Edge, Nethermost Pike, have I got that right? Dollywagon Pike there. And then looking directly ahead, down in that dip there's Grisdale Tarn. And to the left there is Fairfield Summit, Cofa Pike, which you can just see there. And then if we swing to the left again, Hart Crag, and then dropping off Hart Crag to the left is Hartsop above Howe. So that's it basically. It's an interesting horseshoe compared to its more popular sister on the other side. I mean, a horseshoe. Technically, it's the route, the trail is a horseshoe shape. But me personally, when I'm looking for routes to run or walk up here in the lakes, I just jump on OS maps and have a good map study at what I want to do. More often than not, I go off, have an explore, find routes and lines that aren't actually marked on the map. Yeah, if any of you are like me, I'm an absolute map nerd. I do love a good map. Yeah, I can spend hours plotting routes on the OS map app, if you will, online. I've subscribed for the whole year, hence in my videos you see quite a lot of map stills, is that the right word? Yeah, see, now I do that because at the end of the day, when you're out here navigating, you're going to be using a map. So I'd rather use, I do screenshots and stuff like that and edit it in Canva and do all that sort of wizardry to make it, you know, make it presentable, so to speak. But I do that rather than flybys and virtual route lays and all that nonsense, because at the end of the day, if you are using my videos to actually plot routes and think about places you want to go, I think it's more useful if I'm showing it on the actual map you'll be using. So that's why I do that. Plus also, I'm not going to lie, I haven't figured out how to do all that kind of graphic nonsense with flybys and stuff. I mean, it looks great as graphics, but how practical is it, you know, at the end of the day? Yeah, because what you're really here for is to have a look at this. Yeah, look at that. Today, as you can see, it's overcast and quite chilly. It is a bit chilly. But yeah, that's what you're here for. You're here for the views and of course my winning charm. My disarming conversation. Yeah. Anywho, all right then. I'm going to shut up. Let's get on with this. Oh yeah, incidentally, as you can see, the trail off St Sunday is an absolute delight to run, FYI. It's such a lovely, fast, technical downhill section. Yeah, it's great. I love it. As you can see, it's quite rocky and a bit craggy in little sections. So yeah, it can get technical, but it's an absolute delight running off here. I wish I was doing it now. All right, well, let's get up to Cofa Pike. Oh, lordy lordy. Well, as you can see, the Crag has arrived. I was kind of hoping I'd get away with it today, but nope. However, it could be a lot worse. It could be hammering it down at the moment. That's not to say that it won't later, of course, but there's a couple of like little shelters on the top of Fairfield. Any of you lot have been up here will know. Yeah, so from Fairfield, we're then going to head over to Hart Crag, and then from Hart Crag, we're going to drop off there and head down onto Hartsop above Howe. Oh, that was a bit of a cheeky ascent, that. I kind of fail to appreciate, well, I don't. I mean, the pack I'm carrying is hardly heavy. I'd say it's probably about 7 kg, maybe 5, 6, something like that. But it's good to work out the legs. It's a long time since I had to carry anything heavier than that. I tend to avoid it if I have to. I do have an intention of doing some fast packing later on, probably in November, with my friend Johnny. We're going to go up to Scotland and go and recce the Tranters round, or even just do it over a 2-day period. Hopefully the weather's going to be good for that. So where is the summit cairn? I believe it's that one there. Good job I know my way around up here. Clag just drops. You're like that. Which way am I going? So that's one shelter there on the left. There's another one, and then this is the main one. Yep, Fairfield. A couple of herdies up here. Well, hopefully this is going to be the worst the weather gets. Touch wood. So I'm the only one up here. So to get off here, so you probably just can't make it out. You can just on the left here. The line of cairns here on the left take you down to Hart Crag, and there's a line of cairns just heading off to the right there. That takes you down to Great Rig. So we're just going to follow these ones on the left and get down to Hart Crag, and I'll chat to you when we get there. Ooh. That's quite thick at the moment. What would you say that was? Visibility 20 metres maybe? 25 metres? 30? 40? 50? So we're coming up to the summit of Hart Crag somewhere. It's just up here on the right. Yeah, just go up to this cairn and then hook a right. Oh my word. Oh, it's a shame about the Clag, but I think it might lift if I'm lucky in the next hour or so. I mean, we're going to drop off Hart Crag now, and then we'll probably just drop below the baseline of it. Oh, well there you go. You can see it's starting to clear now, which is nice. Hart Crag summit is just up there somewhere. I left my sandwich in the car because I thought it might be a bit too chilly to crack it out and just have a minute, but I kind of wish I'd bought it now. There you go. The summit of Hart Crag. You can see the wall there that takes you all the way up to Dove Crag, and then from Dove Crag you drop down the ridgeline there to Low Sweden Bridge, High Sweden Bridge, low, high. I think there's both a low and a high. However, we are heading down there. There's a little cairn just down there which you probably can't make out, but I can. And directly ahead of us is Hartsop above Howe. So yeah, we're going to head down there. It's a bit chilly up here at the moment. Yeah, the rocks up here a little bit slippery when they're wet. Yeah, I don't know what type of rock this is. I think it's yeah, I was going to say I think it's so and so, but it's a complete and utter guess. I have absolutely no idea. It looks some sort of like igneous / metamorphic rock, some sort of sedimentary rock that has been metamorphosed into something. There was a time when I studied geology at university, but I didn't actually retain much of it. Yeah, so I think you can probably just make out down there the cairn, which marks the top of the ridge path, so to speak. So yeah, let's just get going there. Oh, look at that. It's cleared up now. That's fortunate. I'm really glad it's cleared up and not got worse, that's for sure. So I get my camera out to that now. So yeah. Behind me is Hartsop above How. That's where we're heading now. I don't think I've ever actually walked it. Have I walked it? I think I did way back when I first moved here 4 years ago now. So we're going to walk down there now. It's great to run down. Like I've said a few times now, this route that we're doing today is probably one of my most favourite running routes. So if you are looking for a running route, doing it the way we've done it anti-clockwise is great, because coming down here is a lot of fun. I haven't actually done it clockwise yet, so when I'm fit and running again, I think I will. I'll do that. So what we're going to do now is head on down there. I'm going to find the Wainwright. I don't know why. I'm guessing that crag summit down there is probably Hartsop above How Wainwright. So we'll check that out, and I'll tick that off my Wainwrights. Cool. Let's crack on. So we're coming up to the summit of Hartsop above How, or the highest part of the ridge, which is the Wainwright. It's just up there somewhere. The thing I find when I'm running along this ridge is I can never manage to find the best line. I just found a good line back there, so I double backed on myself so I could see where I could find it off the main path, but I couldn't. It just disappeared. So I was like, oh damn it, if I'm coming the other way, I'm going to find this again. So you'll see my Strava a big dog leg where I've double backed on myself I was trying to recce that. However, I do believe that this is, oh no, False Summit, that's what this is. Just up there. That's got to be it. Rain has come back. Well, it's not really rain, it's drizzle, I would say. But yeah, it comes and goes, as is its nature. Wow, so there you go. That's where we're going. And that's where we've come from. So yeah. Awesome, isn't it? I mean, I'll be honest, today's weather isn't bad at all. You know, it could be a lot worse. But of course, I've been up here when it's been absolutely stunning. Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, how many YouTube videos are there of people walking in the Lake District when it's absolutely hammering it down? Thing is that when the weather's really bad, no one wants to get their camera out. So you could probably maybe get a false sense of what it's like up here. I don't know, I'll be honest, I've not really done a deep dive on YouTube to see how many videos there are, but I don't often do videos when the weather's bad, so I'm guilty too. So that's the third Wainwright of today. Wainwright 1, St Sunday Crag, which is up there, which you can see quite nicely. And then Wainwright 2, Fairfield, which is hidden a bit up there. And then Wainwright 3, Hart Crag, which is just up there, which you can just see. It's not bad, 3. Yeah, so that's 3 Wainwrights. Yeah, all right then. Well, we're gonna head on down to the car, which is, I don't know how well you can make that out, but down in the valley there, the bottom, all the trees are, the car's down in there basically. So that's where we're heading next. And then looking at my Sunto / Garmin, I keep referring, I've referred to it as a Garmin, but it's not a Garmin, it's a Sunto. We are at 6.8 miles and just been going for 5 hours. So yeah, there's a big difference between running and walking, isn't there? Obviously. Cool, all right then. I think by the time we get down to the car, it'll be another hour. And I reckon 7, 8, I reckon it's going to be around about between 8 and 9 miles. So yeah, not a bad walk actually. Quite a long one. Longer than the one I did in the last video. Cool, right, let's get on with it. Weather's taken a bit of a turn. However, it could have been a lot worse, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's not so, the rain's not so bad at all really. I've taken shelter under this beautiful oak tree. Yeah, just to wrap this run up basically. Wrap this walk up. Yeah, so that's 9 miles. We've done the best part of 1,000 meters of elevation. I'm not going to mention my knee. However, one of the reasons why I like this route as a run, it's one of my favourite runs, is it's 9 miles with 1,000 meters of elevation, and it's 9 miles is a nice, good distance if you're banging out good vert like that. Well, for me anyway, and I can do it generally in about 3 and a bit hours, so it doesn't take up the whole day. And when the weather's great, it's awesome. Such a nice route to run and walk, of course. It's a bit of a gnarly walk. It's taken the best part of 6 hours, give or take. Yeah, But it's an interesting route, if I'm totally honest. There's a lot going on in there, you know, plenty to do as such, and it's interesting, and it's a great route. So come and check it out if you want. Yeah, anyway, so that's us done for the day. I'm not doing too bad actually. That's what, 3 videos in the space of 3 and a bit weeks. So yeah, I'm on fire at the moment. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so I should have this edited by the end of the week hopefully. So yeah, we'll get that out. Well, I'll get that out as soon as I can. So yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not entirely sure what the next video is going to be. Probably another walk if I'm totally honest. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.